Hi, this is my very first YouTube video. I'm just beginning because I've been writing my story of my life. I hope to one day make it a book. I'm not there yet though. So I'm just writing for right now, and I wanted to do videos of the journey of my life and the transformations that are taking place as I work through these patterns of toxic behavior and reactions from the trauma that I experienced as a child and that has kind of followed me throughout my life and that I have chosen throughout my life with my own personal poor choices. So I'm hoping you'll join me on this journey of transformation. So I'm going to jump right in. Um, I have been going through a fantastic and incredible transformation over the past last few months. Really, it's been about a month of really digging in and changing my life. I won't give a whole lot of background about myself. I plan on telling more and more with each new video. I just want to focus on one thing today that has been absolutely incredible in my life. So I went through something really crazy and traumatic over the summer. It was just, one more thing in a long line of trauma. And it really started shaping and changing my life this time, though. Not that it hasn't changed it previously. Not that I haven't, been growing all of this time and all of these years. But this one's really big. So I want to share with you guys. I started really making changes with the deconstruction of my faith, and I really thought I was maybe agnostic, and really maybe I was. I still had a deep rooted belief in God. I just didn't know if God really was real, or if she um, cared about me. And I think I really believed that he or she did not. So let me go ahead and address. I'm going to say she for the most part when I'm referring to God. I don't need a father. I need a mother. And God is both male and female. God is not some old man with a beard and a stick. To me, right now in my walk, God is a woman. She is a grandmother. She is a mom. She's a young mom. She's a sister. She's a friend. Um, so she. And so bear with me when I'm referring to God as she, because I do want to normalize that also, that God is she. She really is. She is he also. God is he. Um, God created male and female in her image. So without being a woman himself, she could not create both male and female. Anyway, so just so we know why I'm saying she, so you don't take offense to it, and you're welcome to take offense to it. Those are your feelings. But anyway, so I was at a place where I was really in tune with my own higher power. I knew that God was the universe, the spiritual power that is the great divine. I can feel it within myself and the vibrations within myself. So I was asking God, my own higher power, for something. I needed to hear her. And I was really in a state of gratefulness and feeling my feelings. Oh, and there's a little girl. She's going to join the video. Of feeling my feelings of trying to understand and know God. And so I asked God for this word, let me hear her. And that's one thing with me is I think we as human beings, we really need to hear God. We are searching for a sign. Even Gideon in the Old Testament, he put out the wall one day and asked God for a sign. And so God gave him a sign. And true to form, Gideon was like, well, I think it was Gideon. Gosh, I might be getting that wrong. But even Gideon was like, well, I don't know. Was this really a sign from you, God? Let me try this again. Let me just reverse it this time. So, it's really relatable because we all need a sign. Is this a spiritual power or is this just my thoughts? Anyway, so the word that kept coming to me as I was just being still and in the moment and being very present was I am. And I was asking God, no, I need to hear something else. I need to hear you. And she kept saying, I am. And I couldn't make sense of that because I am what? I am. So part of my journey here has been God really telling me and portraying to me that something about the Israelites. And I kept seeing this, I kept hearing this, and I found enough people of faith and women of faith, but it kept coming up even within my own spirit about the Israelites and their journey with Moses in the Old Testament. Now, I'm speaking to people who hopefully know a lot of the Bible, or women of faith, men of faith. So I am is what God said to me. I didn't know what it meant, and I just was kind of like, well, thank you. I was really grateful that I at least got to hear her voice and hear her within me. I say voice, but it wasn't audible, or I don't know. So how do you explain that? But I heard her, and I knew it was her. I could feel this fiery energy ball within me that is her. This vibration within me that is her. I am. I wrote about it in my journals. I thought about it, pondered on it. It took me back to Moses in the Old Testament, of course, with the burning bush. And I kind of understood for the first time that burning bush was not a fire. That burning bush was that same energy that I visualize, that I see, that I feel within myself. That is the Spirit of God. That is encompassing. That is love. That is pure, unadulterated love in its purest form. That was the bush. That's why when Moses walked there, he stepped onto the ground, took his shoes off, his sandals off, because he was standing on holy ground. That same ball of energy, of fire, of pureness is what's within me. It is what we aspire for, to understand and to be a part of. At least that's how I view it and how I feel and believe that God has shown me. So I was picturing this burning bush as I'm sitting there talking to God. And it wasn't praying. I was talking. I was just having a conversation. I was speaking to my higher power. And God says from that bush, I am. Well, whom shall I say has sent me? And God says, I am. So that was Moses. I am. So I took it with me, carrying on. I kept saying to God, give me ears to hear. Give me eyes that see. Reveal yourself to me. Show me what are you wanting here. And I had three separate instances that were just totally out of the blue, kind of random stuff from different random areas of God saying to me, I am love. I am worthy. I am grace. I am forgiveness. I am perfection. I am whole. I am, you name it, every good thing. I am. Except I, Esther, am whole. I am perfect. I am love. I am grace. I am forgiveness. I am forgiven. I'm sorry. I am forgiven. And I had this mind-blowing epiphany of why God said, I am. She is not this spiritual being that is standing up above us. She is. She is not some mysterious spiritual being. Well, she is spiritual, of course, because she's God. We are all spiritual beings. The best way I've heard it described was actually from a window cleaner guy on YouTube who said, we are all spiritual beings in a physical spacesuit. Now I'm paraphrasing there. I don't remember exactly what he said, but that's it. We are this energy, this, like the fiery bush that Moses encountered in the desert, and the mountain, where when he encountered God, when God told him, go back to Egypt and tell Pharaoh to let my people go. That's the same God today. Except I don't have to go to a bush. She's inside me. She is every part of my being. I am not this human body. I am. Because I'm one with God. I am one with the creator of the universe. And I am one with every other human being on this planet. I am one with every one of her creations. I am. And this mind-blowing revelation of who she is has transformed my life. Now, maybe not so much on the outside because I still vape. I'm a single mom. I'm divorced. I cuss. And I like to drink wine. Of course, that's no different. Even Jesus liked to drink wine. So, he didn't vape. He probably didn't smoke. I have a lot of things that I would normally feel kind of just discredit me from being good enough. But I am enough because I am. God said, I am. So all those promises that she made, she covered it all in that wilderness talking to Moses when she said, I am that I am. I am the great I am. It makes perfect sense. And now I can change, and I have been changing the narrative in my own mind, in my own heart, in who I am, and seeing myself for who I am. I am enough. I am abundant. I am love. And I do believe that the power of love is the essence of God. Stay tuned. I'll be sharing a lot of my story, my life, my never ending traumas, which, we all deal with trauma. Mine's pretty crazy, but the transformation and the grace because I am. And say it out loud. Say it. Tell yourself. I've been saying it out loud. I've been speaking life into it. The law of attraction, using the law of attraction because we're all an energy field. And I am love. I am grace. I am forgiven. I'll see you next time, friends. If you want to follow my journey, or if you just want to, whatever. If you do, subscribe. You have to hit the little notification thing too to put all or whatever for the notifications. I think most of us know how to handle that. But yeah, subscribe. I look forward to next time.